Here's a very simple and quick introduction to limits in EG2. Let's say you have this particular question right here, where what you need to do is solve limit for x tends towards 3 and x plus 1. This is how we express it here. This one here means x tends towards 3. So in English, it's x tends towards 3. Okay, towards 3. Now, what that actually means, you don't really have to know. It's not something that we will test you. It's not like English and comprehension. So honestly, it's not very important. So let's just forget about that. What you really do want to know is how do we solve this particular question. So let's go straight to that, shall we? This number here, 3, is what we need to substitute into x. If we simply do that, we get 3 plus 1, which is equals to 4. That's the answer to this question. That's all there is to it, really. So take a look at another example. What we want to do is substitute this number here, which is x plus 1, substitute it inside x. So there are two x's to substitute inside, and let's do that, shall we? So this is 2 times minus 1 plus 1 over minus 1 squared. And then we do the simplification. What we get is minus 2 plus 1 over 1, and the answer is simply equals to minus 1. Okay? So essentially what you need to do in limits is you need to find out what is the number I need to substitute. For example, this minus 1 in this case. Substitute it inside the x's here, simplify the equation, and then get your answer. So that's limits. But of course, life isn't always so simple. Take a look at this particular question here. If I substitute x equals to 4 into the equation, what you will get is 16 minus 16. 4 squared is 16, right? And then you get 4 minus 4, and what you end up with is 0 over 0. That's a problem. Remember that when you do limits, never, and I mean never let your answer be 0 over 0. Okay? Never let your answer be 0 over 0, because this is wrong. So if your answer is 0 over 0, you have a problem. That's not the right answer. How should we solve this one then? So if we simply just put in the values of x equals to 4 inside, we will definitely get stuck. What we need to do is, there is some simplification we need to do beforehand. So you need to remember this. There is this function a squared minus b squared equals to a minus b, a plus b. Okay? And you can see that this here, 16, is actually 4 squared. So it's 4 squared minus x squared. So let's simplify that. What you'll get is limit x tends towards 4, and you get 4 squared minus x squared over x minus 4. So why in the world are we doing this? We're doing this because from here we can further simplify. Just get rid of this one. If we further simplify this, then what we'll have is limit x tends towards 4. This becomes 4 minus x, 4 plus x over x minus 4. I'm gonna remove the minus from here, so this becomes 4 minus x. So x minus 4, I take out the minus sign, becomes minus 4 minus x. And you can see that this and this can cancel. And what you're left with in the end is limit x tends towards 4. You're left with 4 plus x on top, and you're left with minus 1 below. Now if you substitute your x equals to 4 inside here, your answer will be 4 plus 4 over minus 1, and you get minus. This is the answer. Notice that this answer here is no longer equals to 0 over 0. You cannot get 0 over 0. So the answer is minus 8. This is the right answer. So what in the world are we talking about here? What you really need to do is to be able to simplify the original equation and get something cancelled out. Remember, if you get 0 over 0, there is a step in between that you did not do. There must be something that you can factorize and cancel. Okay? So once again, the key thing here, never ever get 0 over 0.